If only sleeping was simple. The truth is that it is. In an ideal world, you wouldn't have to think so much about your sleep because it would just happen. You'd fall asleep easily, stay asleep through the night, and wake up feeling ready to take on your day. You'd have energy not just to survive your day, but to thrive. You'd feel productive and focused at work, connected to your friends and family, and fully engaged in your life. But so often we sabotage ourselves. We become frustrated with our inability to sleep with our low energy. We try to improve our sleep, but either can't find the time or discipline to follow good sleep hygiene practices. Or maybe we have great self-control. We do all the things we're supposed to, but despite our hard work, they're still not working. You're likely here because you're ready to get your sleep back on track with less, not more effort. And that's great because I'm all about making your life easier. I know firsthand how it feels to wake up at 3 a.m., see the clock, and calculate how many hours are left. I've mentally worked at my job when I should have been falling asleep, and I've gone through a day unmotivated, my brain being unable to find the right words, clumsily dropping things, and being short with my loved ones. To be transparent, you will have some poor nights of sleep during your life. You will have some days where you're tired and just trying to make it through. And you will make it through because you're a hard worker and you're determined to be great at whatever you choose to do. And you're someone who deserves to get more consistently refreshing sleep so you can share your passions with the world, be the best version of yourself with your family, get your life's work off the ground, and make a lasting impact. If you've spent hours on Google researching sleep remedies, if you've tried everything and just know that what you're missing is a crucial piece, a mindset shift, an uprooting of deeper limiting beliefs related to your sleep and your life, then you're someone I know I can help. Not just for you now, but also for your healthy future. No matter what your challenges with sleep are, you're probably making it much more difficult than it needs to be. Such mistakes are actually very, very common. When my clients start to understand how they're complicating their problem with sleep, they see pathways to feeling better faster. As someone who struggled with her own maddening version of insomnia for 20 years, I now know these as pitfalls, and I can help you start to see them in your own life. I can help you start to make the crucial mindset shifts that will help you get unstuck with less effort and more ease. I can help you start to improve your sleep with less work and less stress. We live in a culture where working hard and hardly sleeping is the norm. And more people are starting to wake up to the fact that we are human beings and that this way of living cannot continue if we are to continue living as our very best selves. It's okay to get great sleep, to not stress or worry about how much energy you have, how long it takes you to fall asleep, or how many times a night you wake. It's a perfectly good thing to sleep without ingesting anything to sedate you. It's a wonderful experience when you don't feel like joining in social media conversations about how much your sleep downright sucks. My role as a sleep wellness coach is to help you do all that. In this workshop, you'll learn 3 important mindset shifts that will help you start to dig out from under your impossible problems with sleep. You'll discover how you're making it more challenging for yourself to get refreshing sleep, the way your thinking and your emotions are driving your behaviors. You might already have a sense of some of what I'll say, and I talk to a lot of people about their sleep. So trust me when I say this. Until you make some important mindset shifts about your sleep and energy, you will continue to struggle. Improving your sleep will feel like running a marathon when you've never run a mile in your life. But my goal in sharing these concepts is to make improving your sleep feel more like a walk in the park. I'd like to help you get out of your own way, because the truth is your mind-body system knows how to get refreshing sleep. That's part of its job as a miraculous human body. The reason we're not doing this all at once is because I'd like you to take the concepts discussed in each video and start paying closer attention to your specific manifestations of them. I may give you examples and you might say, yes, I do that exactly. Or you might find your unique variation on the theme. Between videos, your role is to more deeply explore what I've said and apply it skillfully to your own life. Regardless of what other people are doing, despite your professional role, your personal life, or what's happening to you right now, you have the potential to get more consistently refreshing sleep. The choice about how easy or difficult to make that is always yours. That said, let's get into the first mindset shift you'll need to make. To improve your sleep, you must first acknowledge that language has power. Your words, whether said to yourself in your mind or vocalized aloud, influence your experience. Hear me out. If you have trouble falling asleep in the amount of time you feel is reasonable, does your mind immediately say, here we go again, another night of me lying here awake? When you wake during the night, as is common and even sometimes normal, what do you tell yourself? I've had clients say, this is ridiculous, what's your problem? Or worse, their mind starts freaking out. I just can't endure another day without sleeping. I need to get back to sleep right now. When you feel an energy low during your day, or if someone casually asks you how you're doing, how do you reply? I've had clients say, I'm so tired. I slept terribly last night. If someone specifically asks you about your sleep, what do you say? I've had clients say, I've just never been a good sleeper. How you talk about your sleep and your energy, both to yourself and to others, reflects what you believe to be true. Your language has the power to solidify a random 1 or 2 night experience into a story. Do this enough and it hardens into an identity. I'm just not someone who gets refreshing sleep. I'm just always tired. Now, initially, you probably did have a bad night, or 2, or even 3. You might also have seen family members struggle with sleep, and so you believe a poor sleeper is in your genes. Your work culture might reward people who only get 4 hours, mistakenly believing that makes them more productive. There can be lots of very valid contributors to this way of thinking. But sustaining this mindset only holds you back. You can do all sorts of external things, like buying good pillows, taking pills, turning off your screens, and so on, but on the inside, you'll remain stuck. However, there are steps you can take to start digging yourself out of this hole. The first is to pay closer attention to how you talk about your sleep. Notice what you currently say to yourself when you're not sleeping and feel you should be. Where does your mind go when you're feeling tired? Do you catastrophize? Do you see examples of all or nothing thinking? Does the negative far outweigh the positive? The second action is to start changing your way of speaking to be more compassionate. Think of it this way. If your child was having trouble sleeping, would you tell them they were being stupid? Or would you respond in a loving and encouraging way, empowering them to self-soothe and overcome the challenge? Brainstorm a few scenarios you typically encounter and what you could say instead of what you do say now. For example, if you wake frequently during the night, you can say to yourself, I'm awake and that's okay. Or, my bed is warm and cozy and my body feels very comfortable. Or, no matter what happens now, I'll be fine tomorrow. Make this language your own and make sure it's not an empty positive affirmation. In other words, if being awake doesn't feel okay, don't use that one. If you connect more strongly to the physical feeling of being comfortable in your bed, use that one. If you can remember days where you were tired but got a lot accomplished anyway, You already have the experience of being fine despite your sleep, so that one might work for you. Spend a minute or two now brainstorming some more compassionate responses for your most common sleep challenge. In the next video, I'll share the second most important mindset shift you have to make to improve your sleep. This one will also help you to better focus your attention and channel your available energy, regardless of how much you currently have, into healthier behaviors. For now, all you have to do is start paying attention to your sleep talk. You'll probably be surprised about just how much negativity, anxiety, and worry you carry with you around sleeping. We'll talk more about why this is an issue in video 3. We still have 2 videos to go, so watch your inbox. Video number 2 will offer a way for you to eliminate decision fatigue when it comes to your sleep, and will eliminate a habit you might have that could sabotage your progress on the mindset shift we discussed today. In video 3, I'll explain how the pressure to sleep is one of the best ways to remain sleep deprived. I'll also talk about how you can start depressurizing your sleep so you can finally start getting some. Until next time, best wishes for your day and night.